Hello and welcome to Rickster's Realm. I'm Ricky, and today's video is going to be all about what is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect on your life. I will have the timing figured out in the description box. Please choose whichever group you are most drawn to. I'm going to get started with group number 1. If you chose the first part, welcome to the reading. Let's see what type of messages come through for you. What is it that you don't see about yourself? Group number 1, that's having a negative effect on your life. Okay, let's see here. Group number 1, what is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay. The messages I'm getting with these cards here, group number 1, for what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. There's a feeling here of you doing things the hard way, is what I'm getting. There feels like there's such a frustrating energy coming through here, and it feels unnecessary to a large degree, is what I'm getting. I'm not saying that there's no truth to maybe some type of challenge or difficulty that you're dealing with and that you're frustrated by it, but this is a feeling that the way in which I feel you're going about something or handling something, it's making it worse, or that, again, you're creating more frustration within the situation that doesn't need to be there. Another message I'm getting here for what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. I don't know for some of you if you're very stubborn. That message is coming through here where I feel like you may be very set in your ways when it comes to certain things, that I think for some of you on some level you know that, and that I think you would agree with that, right? That there's times where you know the way in which you're going about something isn't working, you're not getting your desired result or outcome, but you're stubborn about it. But it's a feeling like you're just hitting your head against a brick wall, is what I'm getting. There's something here where it's a feeling of something that's challenging, frustrating, or difficult to deal with going on for longer than it needs to. There's a feeling here, the message I'm getting with these cards, it's a feeling that whatever frustrating situation that you're dealing with, go around it. Like there's something here where I feel like there's different pathways or avenues for you to get what it is that you want, to overcome these obstacles and whatnot, but you have to go about it a different way. For some of you, I feel like you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, but you're expecting a different result. Another message I'm getting here for what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. Okay, the message I'm getting a couple different messages. I'll start with the one about addiction. Okay, so I'm getting a message coming through here that has to do with an addiction. Let me backpedal. All of the messages that I'm getting for this little section here is it is talking about either an addiction or that there's too much of something, is what I'm getting. So I'm going to talk about the addiction thing first. There's a feeling here that for some of you, maybe you're struggling with addiction, or there's an addictive type of energy linked and connected to something. And it's a feeling that, in small doses, we're fine. There's no worries. But it's a feeling like something's getting out of hand, or that there's an excessive amount of something, is what I'm getting. So for some of you, again, what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect, it's what you're engaging in, it's what you're entertaining, what you're absorbing, something like that is what I'm getting. And again, it feels like it's an addictive thing. I think it's something, it makes you feel good in the moment, but it is something to where, again, if it gets out of hand, it can be a not so great situation. Another message coming through here as well, group number 1, for what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. This next message, this is kind of tricky because it's coming through in a harsh way, and I don't want to come across insensitive. And this is hard for me to pinpoint specifically because it can be linked and connected to many different things. This is coming through in a way that I feel it's linked and connected to someone's personality. And that's where I want to be very careful in how I word myself. I don't want to make anyone feel bad about themselves. This is coming through in a way that there may be certain aspects to your personality that other people feel they can only really handle it in small doses. So again, I don't know exactly what that is because it can be different for different people, but there's something that, again, in small doses, it's fine. But there could be something just about how you're wired, how you interact with people, how you approach people, something like that. It gets to be a little bit too much within something. I don't know. I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, what is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay, let's see here. The messages I'm getting with these cards here, group number 1, for some of you, what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect, it's that you jump to conclusions when it comes to people, situations, experiences, whatever it is. There's a feeling of someone jumping to conclusions. They don't have all the information, they don't have all the facts, and they're just assuming something. That's what I'm getting. And don't get me wrong, anybody in that energy, we can assume whatever we want all day long, and there's a chance you're going to be right? But there's also a chance you're going to be severely wrong. So there's something coming through here, and don't get me wrong, this is coming through in a way that I feel, it almost feels unnecessary. I feel for anyone in this energy where you're just assuming something, you're jumping to conclusions, it's actually coming through in a way that I don't think it would be that difficult to acquire the information. For some of you, this is as simple as just asking someone a question, right? Instead of just assuming, just straight up ask them. Something like that is what I'm getting. Another message coming through here as well, for what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. Yeah, there is something, for some of you, I do feel there's a stubborn type of energy coming through here. There's a feeling here, for some of you, I don't know if you get trapped in this energy that, let's say at one point in time, you said to someone, right, something that really resonates with you and it's really important to you, but then however long down the line, maybe that you don't feel the same way about that anymore, right? You look at it from a different angle, or there's something else that's more important to you. It's a feeling that for some of you, again, you're in this stubborn energy where you just stay stuck within that. You're like, well, no, I've always gone about it this way, or I made a big fuss about it, or this or that or whatever. Overall, what I'm getting here, it's okay to change your mind. For some of you, I think that, I don't know, for some of you, you do have a difficult time switching things up on the priority list, or again, it's a feeling that whatever at one point in time was so important to you, it's almost like you feel that, again, even if later on down the line that's not resonating with you, that you can't shift the order of something. But I'm here to tell you that you can. So something like that is what I'm getting. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay, another message I'm getting is that for some of you, what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect, this could actually be linked and connected to what you are prioritizing, right? That whatever you think is the most important thing in the world, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there isn't truth to that in the way that you're perceiving the situation, but this is coming through in a way, again, is guidance for you, that for some of you, you may be putting too much time, energy, and focus into maybe one aspect of your life or something like that, while other things are being neglected or something else is suffering because all of your energy is being channeled in one particular direction. Let's see what else we get here. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay. Yeah, for some of you, I don't know how to word this. Okay, I'm just going to try to ramble. We'll see kind of where this goes. I'm having a difficult time wording this because the way this message is coming through, I don't want someone to take it the wrong way, because I feel this is linked and connected to someone's personality, how they interact with other people, how they approach people. That there's something about it, again, that I feel people that you're linked and connected to, at certain times, it is a feeling like they can only handle you in small doses, or there's certain aspects to how you show up, how you act or react, that it can be a bit much to handle or something like that. And again, I want to be very careful, kind of how I word myself here, because the way this is coming through, if you're living your life in a very authentic energy and you're linked and connected to people that don't resonate with that, that's completely fine. It's fine for you. It's fine for them. You just don't mesh well together, and it is what it is. But so for some of you, I wonder though if this is actually coming through more so in a way because you are not showing up in an authentic energy, and you're being excessive about something that's not really true to how you're wired, and other people can pick up on it. So there is something where, again, I'm feeling someone can only handle something in small doses. It's because, again, I think people can sense that there's something about it that's out of alignment, right? So then it's not going to resonate with other people, and they're going to be like, okay, I can only handle this for a small amount of time because there's something that feels off about it, is what I'm getting. And please only take the messages to how they resonate for what you have going on. But there's something. Okay, for some of you, I wonder if at times you get trapped in an attention-seeking type of energy, and then the way that you would act or react and interact with people, that again, there's something about it. I don't want to say off-putting, but that's what I'm getting. So I don't know. Take the messages how they resonate. Again, I feel like I want to kind of tiptoe around these particular messages because I'm such a firm believer, right, in people living their life in a way that's very authentic to them, right? So, because I want to make it very clear, right? If you're linked and connected to people that aren't really resonating with your energy, don't just pretend to be someone else to keep them around. You know what I mean? Like so something like that is what I'm getting. But again, I think this is coming through more in a way that maybe there could be a couple little tweaks here or there that would ultimately benefit you, is what I'm getting. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay, yeah. Okay, there's something going on here. Group number one, so again, I'm going to take it back to that message talking about maybe someone going about things that they're not in their most authentic energy, and I think maybe other people can pick up on that. That's coming through more strongly now with this card here, okay? The messages I'm getting, this is a feeling that what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. It's for some of you, again, you're showing up in an energy that's not authentic and real to how you're truly wired. Other people can sense it and pick up on it. So there's a lack of trust now within that connection, or that people can feel that. Even if they can't pinpoint that and identify it and word it that way, it's still an energetic thing that they can feel. Something like that is what I'm getting. There's also a message coming through here as well, that what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect, it's to where I feel you're not trusting yourself. For some of you, I don't know if maybe on some level, like you don't feel comfortable like with who you really are, or like comfortable in your own skin or something like that. You don't trust yourself. So for some of you, I don't know if you're putting on a bit of a front or just going about things in a way maybe to be accepted or something along those lines. But again, there's something coming through here where it feels like there's a lack of trust, is what I'm getting. And again, there is this frustrating type of energy coming through too, because I feel that for the majority of you, you know that something's not working here, right? The way in which you're going about something, like you're not getting your desired result and outcome. But I feel that you could, right? Like it's just, there's a feeling here of you needing to get out of your own way. Because for some of you, that's how it's coming through. I feel like you're just making it more difficult. You're making it more challenging than what it needs to be. Something like that is what I'm getting. And again, for some of you, just jumping to conclusions, right? Assuming something about someone or something without having all of the information and all of the facts. So those are the messages coming through for group number one. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number two. Okay, group number two, welcome to the reading. Let's see what type of messages come through for you. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Let's see here, group number two. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay. Let me see here. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay, for some of you, the message that's coming through is for me to say to you that you need to be extremely honest with yourself when it comes to you trying to avoid hard work. I don't know if that's the right way of wording it. That there's a feeling here that whenever something difficult or challenging happens, or that you know there's going to be something that's maybe a bit more challenging to deal with, well, all of a sudden we can't find you. Like, it's a feeling that it's, yeah, I don't know. There's something coming through here where I feel that it's almost like if you know there's a guarantee that it's going to be difficult or tricky to deal with, you'll try to get out of it, or you'll try to escape responsibility linked and connected to it. There's something, yeah, what is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay. This is coming through in an extremely specific way, okay? So if this is your message, you'll know. If it's not, no worries. This is the scenario I'm getting. This feels like it's linked and connected to someone's job. I feel like what's going on here, this is a feeling that, there's a group of people that work together, and it's a feeling that maybe there's a bunch of different jobs and tasks and duties that need to be taken care of. And like any job, right, there's going to be certain parts that are more desirable, more enjoyable to do, that everybody wants to do those jobs over the other jobs, something like that. This is a feeling that what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. If this is resonating with you, linked and connected to a work scenario, this is a feeling that the people around you are starting to notice that, again, you try to escape doing any of the hard work. That yeah, you'll do the easy jobs, something like that. But when it comes to doing something that's difficult or challenging, it's a feeling like you don't want to take your turn. I don't know, something like that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, there's just a message coming through here where I feel that what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect, you may at times go about things in a way that other people may perceive it as being a bit selfish, is what I'm getting. And that, because again, this is, okay, let me backpedal. I'm getting messages that again have to do with like the work aspect of someone's life, but this could also be actually linked and connected to like a friendship group, your family. I'm just feeling like that there's something with like a group of people, and it's a feeling that let's say all the hard work has to be kind of just divided amongst everybody. It's a feeling like that, I don't know, like you don't want to take on like your share of the difficult work. You'll just try to like do the easy tasks or something like that. There's a feeling here that some people that you're linked and connected to may feel that you're not a team player, or that you're not like helpful and supportive like throughout the difficult times or something like that. What else am I getting here? What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? The word I'm getting is entitlement. So for some of you, I don't know if that's, kind of the energy that's surrounding you. There's something, it's coming through in a way that whatever I feel like this difficult, challenging energy or situation to deal with, it's coming through in a way that I don't feel you have a leg to stand on in not doing it. Like, even if you do, again, what I feel that the negative thing here that you're not seeing is that it really does fall on you, or a certain aspect of it does. Something like that is what I'm getting. some people may feel that you're just kind of out for yourself. Because that's just it. It's coming through. Yes, let me word it that way. It's coming through in a way that yeah, let's say and again, it's coming through as a work thing, right? So let's say, yeah, that there's certain jobs that are easy and other things that are more challenging. Well, it's a feeling that you'll spend your time doing something easy. Well, the difficult stuff doesn't get done on its own. Like, somebody has to do it. So then it's a feeling that, okay, let's say you and me were at the same job working on an order. Well, how about we do 50-50 instead of me doing all of it and you do an easy order? Like, it's something like that is what I'm getting. It's a feeling that what you don't see about yourself is that you're not kind of like chipping in where it's needed or something like that. Let's see what else we get. What is it that, oh my God. Group number 2. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is if there's a work thing. There's a feeling here that I don't know how else to word it. Like, you're not taking responsibility for something. And again, I want to make it very clear, this isn't coming through in a way to where it's 100% on you, but it's coming through in a way that it shouldn't be 100% on someone else either. Yeah, there's something coming through here where I feel like for some of you, what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect is that, like, you could be doing more. Something like that is what I'm getting. Yeah, for some of you, I don't know if you're doing the bare minimum, doing enough to get by. I don't know. Something like that is what I'm getting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's something that is your responsibility and you're trying to shift it on another person or just other people or something like that. Okay, what is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? There's a feeling here that time's running out. So for some of you, I'm not sure if the way in which you have been living your life, how you go about things, if you feel that you can just kind of go on like that forever and there's no consequences and it is what it is. That card tells me otherwise. Again, this tells me that, again, time's running out and that like a stop needs to be put to something or that there will be an ending put to something. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay, for some of you, what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. Okay, how do I word this? There's something coming through here about you being very hesitant, like you holding yourself back. So the way this is coming through, for some of you, I'm actually wondering if this avoidant type of energy coming through, right? Where it's like, okay, there's something kind of difficult or challenging that needs to be dealt with. And it's, again, it seems to be like, we can't find you anywhere. You know what I mean? That you just kind of disappear to not have to deal with the situation. For some of you, I wonder if you're not feeling confident enough within the situation to handle the difficulties and challenges. And if that's the case, that's normal. Like, it's normal to feel that way. If you're being thrown into some type of situation where you don't know all the ins and outs of it and you don't know how to handle it, then you don't know till you know. But avoiding it and then just leaving difficult situations for other people, well, it's just going to be the same vicious cycle. It's always going to be where it falls on another person. It's always going to be that you don't know what you're doing. Something like that is what I'm getting. For some of you, yes, the message I'm getting for what you are not seeing about yourself that's having a negative effect, I feel for some of you, you need to take the initiative. Again, there's almost a feeling here of like the bare minimum. that, again, like I'm not trying to sound harsh here, but just the way the message is coming through, like I don't see you going out of your way to take on more or to learn more or do more. Like it's a feeling again of someone just trying to just kind of get by, doing the minimum is what I'm getting. But again, it's coming back to where I feel that you're linked and connected to people to where they are negatively affected by it. That's how this is coming through. It's not coming through in a way to where this is just your own isolated energy and you're the only one affected by it. It feels like, again, you're linked and connected to people that have to do more, or that there's a negative outcome or situation for them to where, again, they're having to take on more difficult energy because you're not taking your fair share of it, something like that. Let's see what else we get here. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Yeah, what is going on here? Okay. Another message I'm getting with these cards here, group number 2, for what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. Okay. This is coming through harsh. I don't know how else to word it. For some of you, what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect is that for some of you, there could be a way in which that you interact with people, how you talk to other people, just your energy towards other people may come across a bit harsh and a bit insensitive. There's a feeling here of someone really criticizing another person. But it's coming through in a way, this isn't constructive criticism. This is coming through in a way that's actually, for the other person on the other end of it, it would be extremely irritating and annoying and uncalled for. Like I'm not sure if you give people unsolicited advice. That's what I'm getting. Or that for some of you, there's a harshness in someone's approach here. This is a feeling of someone, like criticizing someone, insulting someone, going up and saying something that's harsh or not pleasant to hear. And for some of you, I don't know if you try to disguise it as help. Oh, well, that horrible, hurtful thing I said to you, it's because I'm helping you. Something like that's what I'm getting. It's not good. Group number 2, it's not good. What else am I getting here? What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Yeah, for some of you, I'm not sure if your words are a bit cutting. I don't know. Let's see what else we get here. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, group number 2. What it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. Whatever you're pretending, it's not working. Okay? Someone's pretending to be someone that they're not. Again, I can't help but link it into these other messages. Like they're pretending to be a hard worker, but they're not. They're pretending to be a team player. They're pretending to be supportive, of their friends, family, partner, whatever it is. But it's just an energy of pretending. This is a feeling of someone not taking ownership, not taking responsibility. This is a feeling of someone, again, just kind of doing the bare minimum. Like it's a feeling someone's doing just enough to get by and not a tiny bit more. And it's a feeling like if you can get out of any type of hard work, you're going to do it. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm all about working smarter, not harder. But this is coming through in a way, though, that there is some type of hard work or challenge that has to be dealt with. that there is no easy way around it. But it's a feeling that you're like, yeah, I'm not going to deal with that. Someone else can do it. But then there's still like this pretending energy though. Like you're pretending that you're a different type of person than what you are, that you show up in a different way than how you actually are. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Another message coming through for some of you, if you ever get in this energy to where you're intentionally trying to cloud a situation for another person, or to kind of alter the way they're perceiving something, but it's done in a sketchy, manipulative way, again, that's having a negative effect, right? Like there's something coming through here that there's just kind of like a bit of a selfish energy coming through here or something. I don't know. This is a really weird section of the reading. I'm going to do one more card. I feel like there's still a little bit more information. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Again, I'm going to pull another card, but take it back to this card here. Again, I can't help but feel that like time's running out though in you going about things in this type of way. For some of you, I don't know if you've been getting away with this forever and you think, okay, well, I'm going to clearly keep doing this. It's working. But this is, I don't know, this is telling me time's running out though. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Oh my gosh, group number 2. There's a feeling here of someone playing the victim. There's a feeling here of someone always kind of shifting blame or responsibility onto another person or another situation. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? This is coming through in a way that, okay, the messages I'm getting here, group number 2, this is coming through in a way that I feel for a lot of whatever has been going on within your world, that like significant things that have played out or that you're dealing with, you're the common denominator. But yet it's a feeling that anything that is not played out to your liking, it's a feeling like you find someone else to blame, like you're always the victim within the situation. You try to kind of shift this unwanted energy on other people or other situations. The way this is coming through though, is that it can't always be someone else's fault. And that's what you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. Is that, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it never is to be on another person, or that you've never been treated poorly or unkindly or unfairly to where you really are the victim within the situation and that blame is to fall on another person. But this is coming through in a way though that, and again, I'm not talking like one situation or one experience. This is coming through in a way that this has happened numerous times. Of you, again, kind of shifting this energy, hard work, responsibility, whatever it is, on other people. Or again, I do feel for the majority of you, this is coming through in a way that, again, anything that goes wrong within your world, anything that is not played out to your liking, to where decisions that you have made have not turned out the way that you want. Again, it's a feeling like you can always kind of find someone to put the spotlight on, right? And be like, oh, well, everything went horribly wrong for me because of this person or this situation, something like that. But again, this is coming through in a way that you just have to be very honest with yourself that, again, it can't always be someone else's fault. It's, for some of you, it's coming through in a noticeable way for people that you're linked and connected to, is what I'm getting. Because again, this doesn't feel like one person, one situation. Like I feel like for some of you, you're doing this to the majority of people within your world. You do it to friends, family members, co-workers, like whatever it is. Like there's just something here of you trying to escape responsibility within something. And to play the victim. It's a feeling here like you always want someone to see you in a highlight. but yet I don't feel that your actions support that though. Something like that is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 2. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading, which, let's be real, you probably did, and it was a little bit harsh there, but I can only read it how I get it. Thank you so much for watching though. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, welcome to the reading. Let's see what type of messages come through for you. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect on your life? Okay, let's see what else we get here. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Oh my God. Group number 3. Okay, this is a very, very clear message coming through here. Okay, so what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. You're being way too hard on yourself, and you need to get out of this energy where you're comparing yourself to other people. There's a strong message coming through here of someone constantly eyeballing other people, comparing themselves to other people, other situations, and always feeling less than, feeling like they have nothing in comparison to whoever they're eyeballing. Something like that's what I'm getting. I do feel the majority of this energy is linked and connected to external things. This feels like it's linked and connected to what someone looks like or material possessions, something like that. It's very superficial. Energy is what I'm getting. What it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect is that there's something so wonderful, amazing, and precious about you that right now, okay, you don't have to look any different. You don't have to acquire more stuff. You don't have to do anything. Exactly who you are right now is more than enough, is what I'm getting. But the way in which someone's viewing something, there's a lack mentality here. Someone feels that they have nothing to offer. Someone's in this energy of feeling like they don't have a firm foundation underneath them and that they have nothing to bring to the table, basically is what I'm getting. Another message coming through here, group number 3, for what it is that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. For some of you, what's going on here is that, how do I explain this? What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? You're trying to match other people's energy, or you're trying to match other people's personalities. What I'm getting with these cards, this is a feeling of someone not feeling, like I said, not feeling comfortable with who they are, with what they have. So they're trying to show up as someone else. For some of you, I wouldn't be surprised for some of you if you get trapped in this energy of trying to copy other people, right? So take it back to the other energy, talking about comparing yourself to someone else, whoever you're eyeballing, right? Where it's like, oh, I wish I looked like them or wish I had their life. It's a feeling like you're trying to mold yourself in to whoever you're comparing yourself to. This is a feeling of someone, and it's coming through in an excessive way. So whether this is just linked and connected to one person and you're just continually trying to kind of mold yourself in to be like how this person is, or you're doing it to anybody that you're linked and connected to. And for some of you, I do feel that is your story. What I'm getting with these cards, this is a feeling of someone trying on different personalities for size, right? So if you come hang out with me, you're going to try to match my personality. You're going to try to match what I look like, how I talk, what I do. But then when you go hang out with Buddy down the road, well, you're going to try to match that person's energy and their personality and how they go about things, how they interact with people. Something, and then it doesn't matter who it is. It's a feeling that you always feel less than. So then it's like, okay, well, things seem to be kind of working out for so-and-so. I'm going to just try to match whatever they have going on to have the same desired result and outcome. But I have a feeling that for the majority of you, you may be doing this to someone that is in an authentic energy. So there's a problem there, right? Because the way in which you're showing up, trying to copy another person and match their personality, it isn't going to work because people are going to be able to see right through it. Something like that's what I'm getting. This is coming through in a way as someone that doesn't know themselves very well. For some of you, I feel that you're easily influenced by other people. Like you're easily swayed and influenced. Because again, like you're not feeling confident within yourself, with who you are. You don't feel secure. So it's a feeling that you try to just match other people or go along with what other people are saying or doing. There's a feeling here of someone finding it very difficult to stand alone in what resonates with them. Like, it's a feeling you could be hanging out with someone and they could go on and on about everything that they really enjoy, everything that they love, and everything that they dislike. This is coming through in a way that if they list off things that they dislike that are things you absolutely love, you see where this is going. Oh, well, you hate it now too, right? Or the other way around. Things that really don't enjoy you at all. Well, whoever you're interacting with, they're all about that. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, I love that too. But you don't. Like something like that's what I'm getting. There's a feeling here, again, of someone just trying to mold themselves in to what they feel is going to be accepted. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Yeah, oh my gosh, okay. I feel for the majority of you, everything I'm rambling on about, I think it is stemming like from an innocent place. Like I feel for the majority of you, you just want to be accepted and included, and you don't feel that that's going to happen, you showing up in an authentic energy, so you have to go about it in a different way. But the way this is coming through, though, again, to where I feel the way in which someone's going about something is having a negative effect, it's because people are going to be able to pick up on it. People are going to be able to sense that something's not quite right. Don't get me wrong, you can get away with it for a little bit, depending on the situation, the people you're involved with. You might be able to fool them for a little bit of time, but not all of the time and not forever. So there's something coming through here that I feel you're very much limiting yourself going about things in this type of way, because you're not even giving yourself the opportunity to connect with people in a deep, meaningful way to where there can be substance there within the connection, because you're not showing up in a true, real, honest way. And again, I'm not trying to sound harsh here, but the way this message is coming through, let's say, you're trying to mold yourself in to be like someone else, and all of a sudden you get the attention that you want. Again, I'm not trying to sound insensitive and harsh here, but it's how are you even really going to feel good about that energy, because you know it's fake. So then even if you try to mold yourself into being someone else and you fool someone, you're still not going to feel this deep internal sense of happiness and contentment within that, because you know that that's not who you really are. Something like that is what I'm getting. Let's see what else comes through. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? There's something coming through here of, how do I explain it? The word I'm getting is ignorant. There's something, again, I'm just going to ramble here. The messages I'm getting, again, there's a feeling here of a certain level of innocence coming through, to where I feel like someone is really almost kind of unaware, in a way, is what I'm getting. But it's a feeling that that there's a negative outcome or result to the way in which you're going about something that actually could be negatively affecting another person. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but the way this is coming through, it's a feeling that you're not, the way in which you're going about things, I think you think that like there's no consequences to it or something. That it's like you're not even taking into consideration anything else. Like you just kind of go about doing whatever you're doing, copy other people's energy, try to mold yourself into being people that you're comparing yourself to and not feeling like you measure up. But there's something again about you going about things in that way that's like I don't know, it's creating some type of damage or like unwanted outcome. But it's coming through in a way that it's like you're blind to it though. Like I don't know. This is, yes, something's coming through here. This is a feeling of something bad happening, like to where someone or something gets severely hurt or ruined or wrecked or something like that. But it's a feeling that the person that did the damage, they don't come to that realization until it's too late. So another message coming through here for what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. For some of you, there's something about how you interact with other people or how you go about things. Again, it's coming through in a way that it appears very selfish, but I don't feel you're a selfish person though. Like I feel that you're oblivious. Like there's just something to where like it's like you don't even know. But it's like you don't care to know or something. I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. I'm going to pull some more cards. Let's see what else we get here. Yeah, I don't know. It's like someone's doing what they're doing, thinking that either it's like the right thing or that there's no issues linked and connected to it, but that there is. I don't know. Let's see what else we get here. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Oh my God. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. This is a weird energy. The messages I'm getting with this card for what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. I don't know what's going on here. The energy, it's a bit conflicting. So let me ramble here. Let's see where this goes. So again, in some ways, I feel that there's this energy of comparison, right? Where you're not feeling good enough. Okay, I can link it that way. For some of you, I wonder if when you get in that energy of not feeling good enough about yourself, and again, you'll do what you can, kind of match someone else's energy, mold yourself into being someone else. But there's also another side of it to where I feel some of you may actually get in this energy of like that whoever you're actually comparing yourself to, you'll actually start tearing them down. This is a weird energy. I don't know what's going on here. This is a feeling that whatever you do feel you have over this other person or these people that you're kind of eyeballing or comparing yourself to, then it's a feeling like you may be very vocal about that, right? Or something that you feel would be a flaw or an issue or a problem with this person, like something that's noticeable to you or that you think other people would notice or pick up on, that you're very quick to highlight it. But again, this is all stemming from like an insecure place within you though, to where you would only be resorting to that type of energy or going about things in that type of way because it makes you feel better temporarily. Because again, overall, you're not feeling good enough. Like you're comparing yourself to someone not feeling good enough. So if there's anything within that situation to where, again, you feel you come out on top, or just that you're noticing something that you view to be negative or could be seen in that way, linked and connected to another person, it's almost to where, this sounds really harsh, but it's almost in a way that, I don't know if it kind of makes you a little bit happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, because then it just makes you feel better within the comparison. But this is coming through in a way though, and again, I'm not trying to sound harsh here, but it's coming through in a way that you're not in a position to be judging another person. So even if whatever you're viewing as being something negative or a flaw linked and connected to another person, it's still, it feels like that it's uncalled for though, in the way that you would be bringing it up or approaching the situation or something like that. What is it that you don't see about yourself? Yeah, for some of you, there's something coming through here where, again, I feel this is coming through in a way of someone that's so quick, again, to put a spotlight on what they feel is, an issue with someone else, but they're blind to their own issues. And for some of you, even as I ramble on about that and take it back to this card here, for some of you, I wonder, I don't know, maybe on some level, you're not really aware that you're doing this. Or that even if you are aware on some level that you're doing this, or it's intentional in some type of way, I think you think that no one else notices. I think you think that you're playing it off pretty well. And again, I'm not trying to sound harsh here. This is coming through very clearly. You're not. So again, this is where when you try to pretend to be someone else, people can pick up on it. They notice it. You'll change your look, you'll change the way you talk, what your interests are, how you go about something, your approach, just whatever it is. There's just something, but it's not real and authentic, and people can pick up on it. Yeah, let me see what else we get here. I'm going to pull one more card for this section. Let's see what else we get. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? Okay, let's see here, group number 3. The messages I'm getting with this card is that for what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. Okay, Sadie, come here, sweetheart. Come over here. Sadie, I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Let me see here. What was I rambling on about? Okay, so what I'm getting with this card here, for what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect, is that, yeah, this is tricky. Because again, there's something coming through where I feel like there's a certain level of immaturity here, or someone being ignorant about something. But this is coming through in a way though that for some of you, you're really not aware of it. For some of you, you actually feel like you're going about things in a good way. For some of you, you think you're making wise decisions. You feel that you are looking at something from a higher perspective, and that your energy is grounded, and that you're wise, you make wise decisions, that you're mature. And again, I'm not trying to sound harsh here. I can only read these cards to how they come out within the reading. So everything I just said about wisdom and wise decisions and blah, blah, blah. Again, not trying to sound harsh. There's no truth to it. Oh my gosh, okay, the way this is coming through for what it is you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect. This is someone on some weird level or some type of weird way. Someone feels that they are going about things in a very mature way. They're making wise decisions. But the way you're perceiving something, it's all twisted, and you're not seeing something clearly pretty much at all, is what I'm getting. I don't know what's going on here. This is a really tricky energy to read because it's coming through in a way. It feels like someone has multiple personalities. But again, I feel like what's going on, like I said, that whoever you're linked and connected to, it's like you want to be accepted by whoever you're connected with at any point in time. So it's like you'll just alter who you are to be accepted within that situation. The way this is coming through to kind of like really highlight what I'm saying, this would be where, what would you do if all of those people were all in the same room together? Which personality are you going to show up as? Right? Because when you hang out with this person, you act one way. When you're with this person, you act a different way. With this person, it's something else completely different. Something like that's what I'm getting. And there's something manipulative about it. Because again, it's not honest and real. But yet you're presenting it as if it is, though. And again, I feel that other people linked and connected can see through it, though. But you can't, though. Like, that's what's having a negative effect here. Like, for some of you, if you are aware that you do kind of match other people's personalities and you try to kind of mold yourself into what you feel is going to be accepted, what am I trying to say here? I lost my train of thought. What is it that you don't see about yourself that's having a negative effect? It is something about where you do feel that you are going about things in a wise way. That's what it was. So if you are aware that you are doing this on some level, and let's say you think that, again, you're playing this off extremely well and that no one can pick up on it and you have everybody fooled, you don't. You don't. And the way this is coming through, this feels like so much more work than just being exactly who you are. Like, it's almost coming through in a way that is kind of frustrating because it's so unnecessary. Nothing substantial or long-lasting that's positive is going to come out of this situation. And again, it just feels like you're creating so much more work for yourself. Going about things in this type of way is what I'm getting. So those are the messages coming through for group number 3. I hope you enjoyed that section of the reading. A little bit harsh, some of the messages, but it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And that's it. I'm going to go away now.